Coach, what did you think of today?
Yeah, it was back and forth. You know, we've been preaching takeaways on defense. And for 4 of the first 10 drives with the 1 and 2s, we created a takeaway. And even though the offense drove a little bit, a good amount, good offensive success, if you turn the ball over 4 of your first 10 drives, good luck to you in a real game. Kudos to the defense for us, like we're preaching it, and it's showing up. And we didn't have that last year, and if that shows up, teams that don't turn it over and have good turnover margin are tough to beat. And that's what I liked about it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I can't say we had many of those last fall. It was pretty defensive dominant. The fact that we're getting good work on each other is a positive.
I know you have to watch it again, but what did you see on the turnovers?
Yeah, one of them was a mesh handoff. So that's not really defensive driven. You know, that's internal that we got to fix. 2 of them were on third downs where we just can't panic in those third down scenarios. Third down pressure, guy peels, throw a pick to a backer, or he doesn't. There's no peel or throw a pick to a backer. More of a fundamental. We're drifting away from the angle of the throw, which means he can get undercut. If we just would have taken a normal drop, the angle would have been easier to complete it because we weren't wrong schematically. Just he created a tough angle for himself. Another one was just a poor play. And the last one, we just fumbled the ball. Great play by defense. We get in the backfield backed up. We secure the tackle, and we punch at the ball with Jeff Clark, 3 technique, and 7 points. And, I mean, if you have 4 takeaways and 7 points on defense in a football game, you're not going to lose many. And the reciprocal could say for offense. I don't care how many yards you have.
How much you guys have grown in this week when you get to coming together and guys competing on the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Yesterday we were climbing the mountain, and we go halfway. That's just what we do. You know, we go halfway point. Not everybody can climb to the top. And we get halfway, and we're about to take our photo and sing the fight song and do what we do. And a group of guys were like, let's all go to the top. And there's a group of guys like, we're not going to the top. And then it was funny because without any coaches involved, they all decided just to go to the top. And I think little things like that show buy-in and commitment because not everybody wanted to do it, but there wasn't, complaining. There wasn't people whining. It was just they made a decision to do it, and they did it. And with no coaches involved, and that's the leadership we're looking for.
Was the extra day beneficial this year?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was fun. I think it's beautiful up here. I mean, I'm not much of a camper. I mean, to be honest, this isn't my world, right? But you know what? It's good to get uncomfortable. It's good to be in new elements. It's good to not have cell service and just be up here. And what are you going to do? We're going to play spades and dominoes. I know this next year, before we come to Camp T, we're going to, in the summer of next year, during our Life Wednesdays with DJ, we're going to teach every player on our team how to play spades and how to play dominoes. Because it's a skill that you got to learn. You got to learn how to play cards. You got to learn how to play dominoes. And at this age, if they don't know, they probably will never learn because they're going to be too embarrassed to learn. So we're going to make sure that when guys get up here, they know how to play the games, that you play on the back porch, the back patio, wherever you play it. So that's going to be a change that we make next year.
How about the fans out here today? That's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, really good turnout. It's awesome. I mean, we saw some of the new guys were like, dang, this is pretty cool, Coach. I'm like, yeah, that's why we come up here. You know what I mean? It's big tradition. I mean, there are some guys, Malik and Alto were over there swimming they were just swimming in the creek, putting their feet in over there at the Tillman Hole. And they're like, wow, it's pretty cool. And I said, yeah, think about that 50 years of ASU football players have come to this exact same place. And hopefully 50 years of ASU football players will continue to go. And that's a pretty cool thing when you really sit back and think about that tradition of, there's more to it than yourself.
What was the chant at the end of practice, though?
Oh, that was the fight song.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Obviously, we got to get better. I mean, if it was unrecognizable, everybody on our team has to sing the fight song. If you're new, you have to stand up in front of everybody and sing the fight song. So, we're trying to create a bit of school spirit and pride in ASU football, ASU athletics, and ASU in general.
Have you seen anybody in particular to separate themselves from that particular group, whether it's quarterback, running back, receiver, anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, Scott's done such a good job all camp. I've been super proud of him mentally, not just the physical side that he's changed his body, but mentally. Jake Smith has done a really nice job this camp. I mean, there's a bevy of people. That's a good word. I just learned it. I'm not much of a vocabulist. That's not a word. But I did hear somebody say bevy, and now I'm saying it. But there's a bunch of people out there doing a nice job. Keyshawn Elliott, X, Javen, Shamar. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that I'm proud of right now, and how they're working, and more importantly, how they're leading and bringing the team together.
What stands out about Elliott?
What's up?
What stands out about Elliott?
So smart. He's smart. He's the first one. I asked the guys who was the first person's alarm to go off in the room, and it was Keyshawn's down here. Like, he's just, you can't outwork him. You can't outsmart him. And now he is the best pound-for-pound athlete on our football team. So if you can't outwork him, you can't outsmart him, then he's pound-for-pound your best athlete. And then on top of that, he's a really good person. That's a guy you want next to you when you take the field.
What have you seen out of Jake early on in these camps, and why has he been so impressive?
Yeah, we've learned Jake a little bit in terms of how his body, so we've managed him a little bit in terms of he's so twitchy that, when he hits certain workloads, we got to pull back on him, and we've done that. And I think Joe and Hines, Coach Ward, have done a really good job limiting him and keeping him fresh. So I think this is the first time he's actually been at a good state physically for this long into camp. And kudos to him, but he's just explosive. I mean, he's explosive. You can't coach his level of explosiveness.
How'd you feel about Cole Martin's performance today?
I'd be lying if I gave you an opinion. I know Cole's done a really good job this camp. I watch the quarterbacks on scrimmage days. That's where my mind goes. I watch the quarterback, what the quarterback's reading, what they see. So I can't say I saw much of Cole or much of most of the other guys unless it was at the quarterback's read point, whether it's a direct run or whether it's a safety or corner where his eyes are going. I'll have to see it off tape. But Cole's done a really nice job this fall camp. I'm glad we have him.
How about the quarterbacks?
I was going to say quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks?
One of them elevate themselves today.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback questions. You guys were out here. It was a really good day for Sam. Sam responded well off of the fumble. Jeff had the 2 interceptions. First interception, we can't have that. Just like Sam's first fumble, we can't have that. Those are bad football plays. Jeff's second interception was actually a really good play mentally. He didn't throw a mental interception. He took his boundary blitz and he faded away from a flat hot throw, which created an undercut angle. And he's got to be able to drop straight back there and put it on his back shoulder and put a little more pop on the ball. So he actually it wasn't a processing thing. It was merely, he just dropped it at the wrong angle. And to be honest, I don't know if I've ever told him. We never got that look to teach off of. So it's a really, really good teach tape for him to understand why you don't want to drift away on those types of throws. You want to drift away on vertical throws. On throws that are at flatter to the sideline, you drift away, you get undercut by the backwards angle. That's what happened. Good teachable moment.
So that meant they both played okay?
Yeah, Sam, obviously, I thought Sam had a really good day. And, I thought Sam had a really good day.
Thanks, Coach.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.